Hi, welcome! We're cooking together with products from the kitchen store. And today we're going to be having a dish which is suitable for a family gathering during the festive season. So today we're going to be using a Dutch oven from Küchenprofi. I like these cast iron dishes because they're really good at conducting heat, and you can cook on a lower temperature, meaning that it's going to help the cooking process in the long term. And these particular pots come with a 30-year guarantee. And we're going to be making a chicken stew today, chicken cacciatore, hunter style chicken, and which is really good for when you are having a casual gathering with your family, being that now we might have more people coming over, but we want something a bit more relaxed. And we're going to start off by heating our pan, just sort of on a lowish heat, and we're going to get our chicken. And in my family, everyone prefers dark meat rather than breast. And what we have here is we have chicken legs, which we're gonna half thigh and drumstick, and we're going to season them with these lovely meals that we got from Zattenhaus. And very good, these have a 25-year guarantee on them, and the mechanism is ceramic, meaning that's going to give you a longer life. And I'm going to salt them quite liberally. I'm just going to turn them over. So season on both sides. In 45 minutes, an hour, we should be done. We're going to put in some oil in our pan, not too much. And we're going to start off by heating our pan a bit more. If you start off on a high heat, just bring it to temperature. When you start cooking, lower it down, because of the cast iron, it will keep that heat for you quite well. Well, from our family, from my mother's side, pretty much her 6-7 brothers and sisters all cooked. So it is a family thing to cook. So I remember at home, family gatherings where every sibling used to be in charge of different dishes, and I think my inspiration to cook came from that, from my mother's family. For the time being, we're just searing our chicken. And it was always sort of the use of these dishes that you can't prepare a family meal. Have it in a pot like this and just leave it going slowly for when people come over is great, because it's just one pot, everything's in there. Now they come, it's ready. You don't even need a serving dish. You just serve it on the spot, on the table, and everyone helps themselves. So now the chicken's colored nicely. What we're going to do is, here I have prepared the sauce for the chicken, which is a mixture of mushrooms, peppers, onions, garlic, some wine, and I'm going to put it in. Some rosemary. What we're going to do is put it on, we're going to turn it off, and just going to put it in the oven. 180 degrees for 40 minutes, and we're done. My mother used to be a very good cook. She used to do everything. And she basically, by mistake, bought coriander instead of parsley. I know a lot of people have this sort of love-hate relationship with coriander. So whenever I use coriander, and I use quite a bit of coriander because I like cooking Thai food and Asian food, sort of Southeast Asian food. So whenever I put in coriander, we bring up this story where my mother basically did about 8-10 different fish dishes, all with coriander, and basically everything tasted of coriander. So I have my pan here. I'm just heating it up a bit, and I'm just going to do some tossed broccoli. I know that we said that we're going to do a family style sharing kind of meal, which is ideal. You can do it in larger quantities, but for today I am going to plate one dish for us to try, because I can see a lot of people behind the camera that are all hungry and want sort of to try what's cooking. So here I'm just going to give it some time to get some color. I am going to take a small piece of rosemary, add it to the pan. I'm going to get my salt and pepper mill. So we're going to season some salt, some pepper. And here the broccoli were previously cooked. I just steamed them for like 5 minutes. So if you can cook or have sort of practice cooking, I don't mind sort of cooking together. But then if, for example, it's something which is not your forte, then that is fine if you sit down and look at me. My sister, 0 in the kitchen. I think out of all the family, out of all the cousins, nothing. She is improving slightly, she is managing. But basically, no, she's quite not good. I would rather she just sort of sits there and takes care of everything else and doesn't do anything. So these pans came from the kitchen store. Really cool. They conduct the heat really well. They're not that heavy and they work on induction and on gas. So fantastic, since I use both materials. And these have a nice char to them, and what I'm going to do is I am just going to put them on the back burner and I'm going to make some mash. Then we'll be ready sort of to plate up. So this just goes there. What we are doing here is mashed potatoes. So very French style, butter, cream, potato. Can't go wrong. And we're here making this, break up your mash. And even this sauté pan, great size, comes from the kitchen store. Okay, so we're going to get our chicken out of the oven. We've been at it for about 45 minutes. Caution, it's hot. We have a trivet, and we're going to place a pan on the oven, and so how nice, and look at this beauty. My family, foodies, they all like to eat. We've improved the palate, and we're always up for spending good quality time at the table around food, basically. I think that is the only time we tend to sort of meet up quite often when it comes to eating meals together. And we're going to start off with just going to spoon some of the sauce on the base of the plate. Watch out for the extra bay leaf and rosemary. And this you don't need to plate, but you can also serve it in the pot on the table. So over here, sauce on the base. That's one. Then we'll get the rest. Some nice luscious mashed potatoes. The last year I was in Cambodia and in Laos, and I was there on charity work, and they basically called me and they told me I had a slight problem with my apartment, since it became like a little indoor pool, basically. So yes, that mishap. 3. I know, we're soon coming. Everyone asking for food here. There and there. We have 1, 2 over there. Okay, I'm going to have to try this. Take some sauce, some mash. I love mash. Yeah, this is another dish that we like eating at home. Delicious. And by the way, the kitchen store has an amazing offer at the moment. Spend 100 euros and get 10 euros back, either cashback, points, or free gifts. And there are many more things happening in store. Go check them out. Excited that something is on. Conversation? What conversation? Natural.